Hello.
Hello. Hi, Cindy.
Hello.
This isn't live, so you're okay.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
You're fine. We've got time to edit things. Now, listen, I just wanted to say, as we were getting started there, Nick, every week, for those that watch the podcast, sees Nick come running in because he has to hit record on the camera and then come running in.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, like, maybe at some point we'll have enough money in the budget that, like, someone else can hit record.
Well,
you know?
So we've had episodes where we've done that.
Okay.
And
yeah.
also we have had episodes where we've edited that part out, that
right.
5-second bit.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, it takes so long to upload the video into an editing program,
right.
cut it out, and
right.
then export it again.
Yeah.
That's like 30 minutes of work to cut out.
We're realtors.
A couple seconds.
We're realtors doing a podcast. We're not podcasters.
So,
you know,
sorry that the internet, you have to see my backside sometimes.
It's fine. It's fine. All right. Well, officially, again, hello. Let's get started, right?
Yeah.
I'm excited to be back. So, yeah, here we go.
In the know in the 920.
This is where we expect you to dance, Cindy? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Ellen Show.
It's like the Ellen Show.
Love it.
Mm-hmm. Just like the Ellen Show.
Except we haven't been canceled yet.
Ooh. Wow.
Shots fired at Ellen.
I believe.
Living in her mansion with her fancy wife.
I was going to say, I think she's fine. I think she's doing just fine. All right. Well, please introduce yourself officially, my dear.
So Cindy Kopeny, Fairway Mortgage, loan originator. So, yeah, I'm happy to be here.
So you, like, are the one that people have to go to actually, like, get the money to buy a house.
Absolutely. I help them make their dreams come true.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. The part that a lot of people are always kind of hesitant about, right? Because it's not, like, the real exciting part in terms of, like, actually being able to go out and look at the houses. But for all of you listening, if you're working with a seasoned realtor, maybe even not seasoned, but especially seasoned, we're not letting you get too far in this process without being pre-approved.
Absolutely.
So, no pre-approval, no houses. You can go to an open house. Anybody can go to an open house, but other than that, you're not going to get very far.
As far as you're
right?
going to get.
So, it's important that we know the steps, learn the steps, and just know all the things about the process. Right?
Yeah.
Right, Nick?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. It's always good to agree with me. Whatever I say, just go with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You've learned that over the years, haven't you?
Yeah.
So, Cindy, let's start with this. Tell us what exactly might your role be in the mortgage world. And, like, what kind of services do you offer to, let's start with home buyers, but then also tell us, like, what services you offer to realtors.
Sure. So starting out with home buyers.
Yes.
I walk them through the process from beginning to end on the process, what the home buying process looks like, breaking down the pre-approval, what they qualify for. Most importantly, make it a fun experience.
Yes.
You know, that's the important part.
You're not scary.
Well,
That's a bit of a pause there, Cindy.
She's like, well, actually, no, I think it's important that people know that it's not, because, listen, and I tell a lot of buyers this, and I think you would agree with this, and I always say I stay in my lane, I don't really get into the numbers, but I've been doing real estate long enough to know that we've worked with more people over the years that have, we'll call it challenged credit or blemishes in their credit report, or, you know, something happened and there was a bankruptcy, there was a, you know, this or that in the past, right? And that's all done and we're moved on. And I guess my point is that we see those things more than we see, like, these 800 plus credit scores, right? So you don't need to be scared or embarrassed by whatever's on your credit report, because we're not all, like, getting together and chatting about it. We want to make it happen.
Absolutely.
Right? We want to get you a pre-approval. We want to get you a home.
Absolutely. You're 100% correct.
Yes. We see more blemishes, then we see
Yep.
perfection. So don't worry
Don't be
about
scared.
that. Yes. Yes. Okay, good. So you help home buyers with all of that. How about for other realtors? What kinds of things are you able to, to offer realtors?
So my goal is to make a real estate agent's job easy. I'm here to support you, to support your buyers.
Which we definitely can attest that you do.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
so,
We've worked with you many, many a time, and we love working with you.
Oh, I appreciate that. But yeah, so just making your job easier, making sure that when you get a client, they're pre-approved. That's it. We're ready for them to sign
Yes.
the paperwork. We're ready for them to move forward.
Yes. And I love that we can be assured that they're pre-approved. I mean, I just had our team meeting this morning, and I said on our team meeting, and I say this all the time, I've learned in real estate and just in life, nothing is ever 100%, right? Nothing. But for the most part, when we get a pre-approval from you, we know that it's solid and we're good to go, and we're not like having to backtrack on any of that.
Yeah.
So that is great.
I appreciate hearing that.
Yes, yes. We know you do your homework. How did you first get started? What sparked your desire to give people money? It's your own money, right?
It is.
It's all
absolutely.
yours. That's what I thought. Like, you basically are just like the owner of everything. Okay. No, but for real, how did you get started in the mortgage world?
So it's a funny story.
I love funny stories.
Right?
We love funny stories.
It's my favorite kind.
Yes.
Right? Right out of high school, a friend of mine, her mother had an office in her basement.
Okay.
And I sat Indian style on the floor
Yep.
at 17 and stacked her files, her pay stubs, her W-2s,
Okay.
and just seeing the whole process
Sure.
got me into it. And from then
Really?
on,
Cool.
I was sold on mortgages. I loved it.
So was she doing mortgages?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so she was doing mortgages. You saw all the paperwork and things, and you were like, I want to do this.
Listen to her on the phone. And
That's
just,
amazing.
It was incredible. I loved it. I
You're
loved
like,
every part
heck
of it.
yeah, paperwork. Get me in there.
This is so great because I feel like most people, it's more like, there was some sort of like along the way, I was a this or I was a that, and then all of a sudden I just fell into doing mortgages. You started it.
17, yep. I loved everything. The organization, the
Do you
paperwork.
still love it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
I
would
love
you
it.
tell us if you hated it?
She's
Like, listen, I actually am so over it.
This is my 2-week
I'm
notice
just
to
Right,
Fairway.
right. Surprise!
Sorry.
No, I absolutely love it. Every day is a new day. Every client is new.
Sure.
No one's the same. So, no, I love it.
How should we ask how long you've been doing this? Is that appropriate since we just said like
Yeah, so since high school, so like
Right.
10,
15 years ago?
7 years?
Years, yeah.
7 years ago?
25.
25.
Okay.
25
So
years.
you and I are about okay, yeah, so we're about the same. Okay, so
Yeah.
wow. That's honestly, I got to think about this for a sec. Because in the last 25 years since I graduated high school, I've lived what I would call like 3 different lives. Like I had like a life in Wisconsin
Oh, yeah, you
after
had your-
high school. Then I moved to Chicago. I had a life there. I guess I was always kind of in real estate, but I was in like property management real estate. So it was kind of different while I was there. Like, good for you for just like knowing what you wanted
I
at
loved
such a
it.
young age and just carrying it through for all these years. I'm really impressed.
Yeah, love it.
Dang.
I've
change
switched.
it.
I've switched it up a lot. I don't know. I couldn't figure it out that early on.
So
Good
how
for
much
you.
of that time has been with Fairway?
8 years with Fairway.
8 years.
8 years
That's
with
awesome.
Fairway. That's awesome. How long has Fairway been around?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm putting you on the spot now.
1983 or 1985.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
I remember Brian was giving us a little background on how Fairway started. I didn't know that they're related to the Culver's family.
They are?
Yeah.
Is this a real thing?
That is news to me. You know more than I
She's
do.
like,
Am I crazy right now?
okay, so this would be the moment,
Yeah.
and we're gonna get there. Again, we're realtors doing a podcast, but I told Nick, I said, we're gonna figure out, because there's a way that we can call people on here. So in the future,
Just get him on the phone.
And when you reference Brian, people are not going to understand who that is.
They don't need to know who Brian is now.
Well, Brian Clute, he's also an amazing lender that Cindy works with at Fairway. Okay, so this is the time where we could put him on the phone. Right?
Yeah.
And we could get, like, on Ellen, how she had, like, a fake, like, she wasn't really calling from the rotary phone. Right. But we could get that because we're basically trying to be Ellen.
Oh, you need a cute phone back there.
Yes! And we'll be like, let's call Brian and verify this information.
That would be so fun.
But apparently there was there's a relationship to Culver's.
I don't know.
If I'm remembering the story correctly...
Okay.
If this is correct,
Brian, please.
I'm sorry if it's wrong.
On our channel, on our YouTube channel, if this information is accurate or if Nick is just completely making this up right now.
Well, because Fairway is Wisconsin based, this
that
part's
is
true.
True. Yes. Yep.
I believe that the founder of Fairway is brothers with the founder of Culver's.
What?
And
you're making some really big claims right now.
That's how I remember him saying this. If I wasn't paying attention in that meeting, I'm sorry, Brian. And then he was saying that like bankrolled like the beginning of Culver's restaurants. That's how I understood that.
I'm shocked.
This is a lot. I mean, hopefully this is accurate information.
Let's look that up.
But
before
again,
we keep talking.
I mean, we're gonna just roll with it and see, right? I mean,
you learn something new every day.
Who knows?
Kylie might have to cut out a whole lot of stuff.
Wow, this is really great. Okay, well, as you look that up and verify all of that, the next question, Cindy, is what did you do before becoming a loan officer? But I feel like your whole life has been
mortgages.
A loan officer. Yeah. So, like, it's just always been that way. Did you ever have any, like, second jobs? Did you, do anything on the side?
Nothing exciting.
Have you done any pyramid schemes? I'm just kidding.
Funny you should ask.
Kind of. I mean, I've done some, so it's fine.
How did that go?
I'm still here. So, listen. Direct marketing can be great for the right person, right? And if you get in on the ground floor, it can work out really, really well. But for the rest,
late to the party.
If you're late to the party, I don't know about that. Did you verify this yet, Nick?
I wasn't able to find it online, so I'm probably wrong.
Great.
I'm probably wrong.
Okay. Well, you know what?
It's okay.
We're gonna confirm. We will make sure that we're putting out accurate information. One way or the other. What do you think, Cindy, are some of the biggest challenges? This is a big one. All right, now we're getting into the serious stuff. Biggest challenges borrowers face when buying a home. So I want to buy a home, okay? I'm Mrs. Homebuyer. What are some of the challenges that I face? What are some of the obstacles that you can help me overcome?
I think one of the biggest is just not understanding what you're qualified for. Mm-hmm. You don't know where to start. You don't know where to begin. You haven't done your research.
Sure.
There's so much that goes into putting together your personalized mortgage plan.
So I have a question on that note. Should I go out and, maybe look at, 5-10 houses just to kind of see what I like and get an idea and then contact you? Does that seem like a good plan?
I always say from the get-go, as soon as you know that you want to start looking, get pre-approved.
Okay, so I should really get pre-approved first.
Absolutely.
That's the first step in the process.
Pre-approved.
As we said earlier, you're not going to get very far with too many realtors. Right? And every realtor operates a little bit differently. But again, what you're saying is I shouldn't go out and do that, even if the realtor is allowing me to do that. I should just get the darn pre-approval.
Get the darn pre-approval.
How long, roughly, is it going to take me to get I'm really excited. I want to start looking for houses tomorrow.
You know what? You get me pay stubs.
Okay.
You get me W-2s. I can have you pre-approved the same day. It's
same
quick.
Day, people.
It's easy. It's
painless, relatively,
yes.
right?
Yep.
So, okay, but what are some of the biggest challenges challenges that borrowers face?
Credit can be one. But there's ways to build your credit quickly.
Sure.
If your credit score is a little bit low, we can run some scenarios. Hey, maybe pay down your credit card $100, $500.
Sure.
That'll boost your credit a little bit. There's a bunch of different scenarios we can do to get that score to where you need to be.
So those are things, if I come to you as Mrs. Buyer and my credit score is just a little bit challenged. And I think, okay, so let's talk about that, because that's another big thing that some people think like a challenged credit score is actually very different than what a challenged credit score really is. Yeah. So what would the lending world consider, for the most part, because I know it can be different, but overall, what would the lending world consider to be like a challenged credit score, where we're going to have to probably work on some things before you're going to get pre-approved?
Anything under 580.
Okay. Anything under 580.
From there, we would need to work on it a little bit.
Sure.
Doesn't mean we can't get there. Less than 30 days. We've done that before. So there are ways to make that happen.
Okay. And it's probably, I mean, at least from what I've seen, better to talk to you. Even because I've had people that are like, my credit score is a 580. And so I'm going to do this, and this. And then I'm going to come back and talk to Cindy. And then I'm going to go look for houses. But they might not be putting the payoffs to the right things to get the score up enough, right?
Absolutely.
Or quickly enough.
And we can run the
talk
scenario
to you first.
Behind the scene and get the game plan for you.
Okay. So talk to you, get the game plan if we can't get you pre-approved right away.
Yep.
But in a lot of cases, you heard it here, 580 and above.
Yep.
Can probably get you pre-approved pretty quickly, same day, next day, right? And it's legit. It's not like we get you pre-approved same day and like
you're
it's
fully pre-approved.
Fully pre-approved.
Absolutely. Yep.
Awesome. So, again, don't be scared. Cindy is not that scary. Just a little. No, she's not at all. What do you think are some of the common misconceptions about mortgages and or the home buying process that you think, should be cleared up? What air would you like to clear today, Cindy?
That is a great question.
She's like, well, there's many, many things. But in terms of mortgages.
Everyone thinks they have to have 20% down to buy a house.
Yes.
That's not the case.
Sure.
First-time qualified home buyers can do as little as 3% down. You don't need that 20%.
Sure.
So I think a lot of people think they have to have that, and that is absolutely not the case.
Sure.
Yeah.
And we always advertise, it depends, again, different lenders do different things, but just so we're not confusing anybody, we always advertise that there are, for those that qualify, no money down programs as well from certain lenders, right? But you're saying Fairway offers like a conventional mortgage, right? As low as 3% down.
For first-time home buyers, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And when we say 3%, just to make sure everybody's understanding, it's 3% of the purchase price that you are looking at.
Absolutely.
Right? Okay. Cool. So that's one. Is there more? Is there more? There's gotta be.
I would say that. I mean, honestly, that's the biggest.
The biggest
absolutely,
one.
yes.
I need to have 20%.
Yeah.
Now, it's different if you're making an investment purchase, though, right?
Correct. So then your down payment, it bumps up a little bit. You're buying investment properties depending on single family, 2 to 4 units. You're looking at upwards of 25% down for investment properties.
Okay.
But yeah, for a standard first-time home buyer, 3 to 5%, you're gonna be in good shape.
Okay. Good to know. That is really good to know. So then the big thing is, well, but I've heard about this PMI, right? So what is PMI?
So the private mortgage insurance, that's going to be paid monthly.
Yep.
Until you get 20% equity in the home, and then that falls off.
Okay.
So, if you put 3 to 5% down, you're going to have to pay that, but that's okay.
Sure.
It's not permanent. It's, it'll eventually come off. 20% down, you're not going to have to pay that.
Roughly how much is PMI monthly?
It depends on the purchase price.
Sure. But
I would say anywhere between 30 and then depending on credit score, it could be upwards 150, 200 a month. So it all depends on your credit score, your down payment.
Okay. Right, exactly.
Yes.
And how much the home price is.
Exactly.
Purchase price.
Purchase price, loan
So
amount.
somewhere between like $30 and $200 a month, and that just gets rolled into your monthly payment.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yep.
So it's really not that bad.
No.
I mean, I know every dollar counts and they all add up, but if you think about how long it could take you, most of us, to get from like say a 3% down payment
to a 20,
I mean, it's
that
worth
can be substantial.
Yeah. And you can, right, once you move in, let's say you do some home improvement projects, right?
Yep.
Now you have the home appraised. It appraises out higher.
You could potentially knock that off early.
Right. Get that
Yep.
knocked off a lot earlier. Yeah. I mean, we honestly, my husband and I did that.
Yeah.
So, and I believe you have to call, like, it's not like the mortgage company is just gonna know magically so you have to call them and be like, hey, I had this done. It got reappraised at
Yep.
this. Please remove this PMI now. But then they will.
Yep, absolutely.
Sydney's just got like a little green light in her
Yeah.
office that turns on like, bing! PMI satisfied.
This home has now satisfied their PMI requirement.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be great, right? That would be great. Okay. Well, that's really good to know, because I agree. That's such a big thing.
Yep.
And so many people think like, I'm never gonna, geez, how many people do you think in a year you actually work with percentage wise that actually do have 20% or more to
Less
put down?
than you would, yeah.
Right?
Less than 50.
Yeah,
I mean, the
for
standard
sure.
5,
Yeah.
sometimes 10,
Yep.
but typically 5%.
Right.
Yep.
I would agree with you. It's very rare that I get people that are like, by the way,
Yeah.
we have 25% to put down. I'm like, that just doesn't happen all that often.
And then it's always when you least expect it that you get a person that's like, yeah, I'm putting down 200,000-300,000.
Yeah. You're like, oh, okay, cool.
Sure.
That's great.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's fantastic. But it's not the norm.
No.
And I agree with you that that's really important to get across, because again, for people, I always say, like, when I go to the doctor, I'm like, doctor, listen, doctor, I don't do this every day, right? So to me, when I hear that I have this issue, it's like, on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you place this issue, right? And then they give you that. And that usually makes me feel a lot better, unless for some reason they were like, well, this is a 10. I haven't, knock on wood, I haven't gotten to that point yet. I mean, and things are going to change,
Yeah.
right? But we're just saying that this not having more than 3 or 5% is not a big deal
Nope.
at all. It's not a big issue. It's a non-issue. And so more and more people should really look at that and really consider, purchasing a home. I get a lot of people too that are like, oh, we want to talk about rent to own. And my first question with that is always, why do you want rent to own? Do you want rent to own because you think you can get into a home, but it's the only way you can get into a home right now because you don't have a down payment? Because most of the time there's better ways to do it
100%.
than rent to own. Rent
Yes.
to own is icky. Not
You're paying their mortgage
yeah,
for them.
not
Pay
what
your
you
own
want to sign up
mortgage.
for.
I mean, that's pretty much what a mortgage is anyways. You're sort of renting to own.
Right.
Sort of.
But you're building equity
Yeah.
in something that's yours.
Yep.
And I've seen over and over and over throughout the years, buyers purchase a home, come back to me several years later to get their next home. We're selling their first home, and they've got $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $100,000 plus in equity from that purchase to get to their next home. So that's the ticket, people. Everybody doesn't go out and buy the mansion
Right
on
out the
day
gate.
one.
Nope.
Unless they've won the lottery or, they own Culver's or something like that, right?
That was a good callback. I like
See how I
that.
kind of tied that all together?
That was
It's going to be even funnier if we had to cut that Culver's part out.
Right, right. But that's not how most people start off,
Nope.
right? And so it's like you build up to that, and that's how you get to that second, third, fourth house. Because when I was younger, I used to think that too. I'd be like, gosh, how do all these people have these big, giant, beautiful homes? And it's like, well, they usually started with something smaller and built up to there. So I think that's really good. What advice would you give to first-time home buyers? Because there's a lot of them out there, and there's going to be a lot of them coming up, right, that are trying to navigate the market. What advice would you give them?
And not just for first-time home buyers. Any buyer.
Any buyer.
We go back to get your pre-approval.
Yes.
Get your pre-approval. Mm-hmm. We can sit down. We can run the numbers. Mm-hmm. Here's what your payment's going to look like. Here's your funds to close.
Sure.
There's going to be no surprises at the end. Just get your pre-approval. Mm-hmm. That way you know you're looking at a house that you can afford.
Sure.
You know what to expect at the closing table. Mm-hmm. I just can't stress getting the pre-approval up front.
I agree. I've honestly, there were times as a new realtor that I would just get so excited. And this is advice for new realtors out there too. I would get so excited to just go show. I'm showing houses. I'm doing something. I'm working, right? Well, and then I got to the point where I was never not working. But in any case, part of that was because I was working harder. I wasn't working smarter, right? Mm-hmm. And so I was just out there showing houses left and right. And all of a sudden, we would be 30 houses deep, and then people can't get approved, or they are approved, but they're approved for less of an amount. Yeah. And that happens. And truly, most houses, not all, but most houses that are priced by us as realtors, we are using comparable data. So they should be priced pretty accurately. So what happens is if you're looking at $300,000 homes, most of those houses are going to be a different category than a 250 home.
Yep.
And if you're looking at the 300 homes and then you find out you're pre-approved, but oops, only for 250, I shouldn't say only for 250. That's still great. That's still a great pre-approval. But I'm just saying it's a different home.
Don't get your hopes up, and then you're going to be heartbroken.
Correct.
Because you know.
It's better to just start by looking at the 250 homes. It's like if I am going to go to the car dealership and look at, Beamers and drive those around, but then I'm going to get something different than that, because I would be getting something different than that, right? But I'm just saying, it's a different experience. Yes. So set your expectations so that you're going to be happy and pleased with what you're getting. Yep. Right, Nick? Yeah. Would you agree? You show a ton of houses, so.
Yeah, definitely. And I think a lot of new agents learn that lesson pretty early on in their careers. Yes, get your clients pre-approved quickly, because I feel like a lot of agents have that story of oh yeah, I was showing this guy 20 houses, and then he found out that because he quit his job 2 months ago, all of a sudden he doesn't have money.
Right. Well, and to your point too, Nick, about sometimes it's the people that you wouldn't necessarily expect that are I'm going to give $300,000 down payment. It works the other way too, where there's people, I've had people over the years, again, newer in my career, I won't do this now, but newer, where they'd be like, Kelly, we are going to be fine.
We
own
set.
2 Harley Davidsons, we have 3 boats, we have this, we have that, we have all these assets, we are going to be fine. Let's go look at houses. Okay. And so then we do. And then, we did. We don't now. We did. And, yeah, they're not fine. They're not fine.
Yeah.
So get your pre-approval.
Get your pre-approval.
And they're good for 120 days.
That's another thing. Yes. Okay, so I'm Mrs. Buyer again. Well, but that's a cool thing with you guys. But Nick, I just want to go look because I heard that they're only good for 120 days. And what if I don't find something in that time frame?
We will easily update that pre-approval for
you.
It's so quick. It's so quick and easy.
Very easy to renew it, right?
Absolutely.
Especially if I don't change jobs or anything, right? If nothing really changes in my life, it's going to be pretty darn easy to renew that. Is my credit going to take a big hit?
So we initially just do a soft credit pull.
Okay.
You're not getting dinged. You're not going to get the phone calls. We do a soft credit pull. It's good for 120 days. If that time lapses, we do another soft credit pull.
Okay.
So no, your credit's
so it's
not
fine.
even going to get dinged. Nope.
So that's just all a myth. We are solving the world's problems right here today.
Soft credit pulls does nothing.
Credit pulls. I love that.
All right, while she's on a roll, what do you think about Bigfoot? Real or myth?
Totally real.
Oh my gosh.
Totally real.
I love this. What other advice do you think? I mean, we know, and we were talking about this a little bit before we started. Nick and I know everybody wishes that we as realtors, you as a lender, had a crystal ball and could predict all of the things. But for those that are listening, I mean, can you at least tell us, do you think this next year is going to be a good time to buy?
Absolutely. And we're already
I
seeing
do too,
that.
from everything I'm seeing.
I agree 100%. And
it's always a good time. I mean, I agree with you, Nick. It's situational, right? Because buying a house, I'm going to give credit to Brandon Landreau. He said this a long time ago. The market, I used to get really nervous when, you read an article, things are always a lot of it is crap, what comes out in the media. Surprise, surprise, in case you weren't aware of that. But a lot of it is untrue and scare tactics and things. But I used to buy into some of it. And he's like, Kelly, there's always going to be people buying because it's emotional. People are having, they're getting married, they're having babies, they're moving, they're right,
changes,
yeah,
yep.
all the things, right? Can you give us those 5 Ds, Nick?
The 5 Ds, the reasons why people buy and sell houses, well, mostly the selling aspect, is death, divorce, diamonds, diapers, default.
I like that.
Do you like that?
I've never heard that before. I love that.
Diamonds means weddings.
Yes.
Diapers is babies. Default we don't like.
Yeah, we skipped that one.
Yeah. But no, you're right. That's a big reason why people are selling and moving. But for a lot of those same reasons, people are also purchasing, right? In terms of marriages and babies and expanding families and all those things. So there's always going to be that. And Brandon was really, really accurate on that. But I do think that there's going to be better times to buy than others. And I think everything that we're seeing is that it's getting to be a calmer market, and it's going to become more and more of a market.
Seen some things come down.
That's nice for buyers in the near future. So buyers, if you've been sitting there waiting, I think this next year is going to be your time.
Even if you were pre-approved 6 months ago, things have changed.
Yes.
Rates have come down. We can rerun those numbers for you.
That's so true.
A 1% change in an interest rate can really increase
a lot
what you're pre-approved for.
Absolutely. It can make a big, big, big difference. Yep. Yes. I love hearing that. I'm so happy that rates are kind of coming down. They're coming down. Okay, so what's the best way for people to get in touch with you to get this pre-approval? Right?
Honestly, a text, a phone call. I'm not going to ramble off my email because that's too long.
We will put it all in our newsletter.
Okay.
We share a newsletter with the podcast every week. It'll all be in there. But I think it's really important for everybody to know, whether you're a realtor that's looking to work with Cindy or you are a buyer that's looking to work with Cindy, you are so good at communication and jumping on things and getting right back to people. And I think that's huge because nobody wants to just be left sitting out there hanging.
And we're in a fast-paced business. We
are.
need answers. Weekends,
right,
evenings. That's when we're writing offers. That's when negotiations happen. So,
right. So you do all those things.
I do all that. I'm always available.
All those things. That is really good to know. So yes, we will share all of your contact info. But again, if I'm Mrs. Buyer and I'm looking at a website, a home search website, because I haven't talked to Kelly Davies and team yet, and I haven't, done all the things, and I just want to, reach out, I can do that. I can reach out to you, and you can get me pre-approved probably by tomorrow if I've got the pay stubs and I've got the things that you need.
Absolutely.
Right? Cool. And it's not going to affect my credit?
It is not. Soft credit
This
pool.
is crazy. This is just so great. I love it. I love it. All right. Anything else that you'd like to share with our fans? We love to call them fans. With our listeners about buying a house, getting a mortgage, any of those things. Anything you'd like to share?
I would just say, don't be scared.
Yes.
I mean,
I agree. If there's a message we can
yes.
really convey today, right? Don't
just
be
reach
scared.
out, and from there we can build something that's specific to you.
Yes.
I mean, yes, just reach out. We'll get it rolling.
Reach out. reach out.
Just reach out.
Right?
You can do it.
Yeah.
We can all do this together. And again, it doesn't have to be scary. And, a lot of us have, myself included, like blemished credit history and things.
Yeah.
And we're not like...
You don't need perfect credit.
No.
Yeah.
We're not here to judge.
Nope.
Right? We're just here to help.
Absolutely.
But for real, right?
Yeah,
for real.
They're not going to just sit you down and be like, wow, you had a ding here in your credit 10 years ago? Oh, what a loser.
No.
No judging.
No, we all want your success story.
Yes.
And again, if you're in a spot, and there's many that can't do something today, Cindy is going to help you get there.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So I think that's huge. Very, very cool. Well, thank you so much for being here. Oh, do you know what? I think, could we take a moment, because this is actually something that I think is just so cool that Fairway does. Could we take a moment to talk about the program where I'm going to be Mrs. Seller. I'm a lot of things today.
Yeah.
Now I'm Mrs. Seller. Okay.
Right.
Cindy, I'm Mrs. Seller, and I have a home, and I have a lot of equity in this home. I've lived there for 15 years. I got a whole lot of equity in this house, and I want to buy a new house.
Okay.
And I really can't buy this new house, though, without selling my current house. And so now I'm in a real sticky situation because I'm going to have to write an offer contingent upon my house selling. And I've heard from all of my friends and my neighbors and my aunts and my uncles and everybody that sold a house in the last several years that that's just a home sale contingency is never going to happen. Do you have a solution for that?
We do.
You do?
Shocking.
There should be like a button that don't we have
An
a horn,
alarm.
Nick? Don't we have a button?
There's an air horn.
There is?
So
oh my gosh, hold on.
You have
I
to
feel like
use the
we
touch
need
screen
it.
to go to the left, other direction.
Oh, other direction to the left.
And then one of them
Okay.
should be marked
Just
air
you
horn.
wait. Oh, we're going to do this. Oh. Isn't that amazing?
I love that.
All right, now you got to go back to the other ones before you forget.
Okay,
There you go.
there we go. Okay.
That is amazing.
Again, we're realtors. Okay, but could you please tell us a little bit about this?
Sure. So we have a couple different companies that we've partnered with.
Okay.
That will put an offer on your home to buy your house so that we can exclude that payment from your debt ratios so that you can qualify without having to actually sell your current home before closing.
So I'm not selling my current home before closing, but I'm reassured that part is being taken care of.
Absolutely.
And I'm able to make an offer on new home.
And from our side, it just feels like magic. It's awesome.
Correct. I always tell my because I have a lot of sellers that do this program, and I always tell them, listen, I'm going to stay in my lane as a realtor. I'm not going to even try to explain all the details to you. I'm going to have you talk to Cindy. She's going to give you the whole rundown. But essentially, there is a great program where if you've got equity in your current house, you can oftentimes, again, we're not saying always, but oftentimes write a non-contingent offer.
Absolutely. Yep.
Very cool.
So if you're in that situation, we can go over those details with you.
I love it. I love it. It is. It's like magic. You're like a magician.
I love magicians. I love magic. I do have a magic wand on my desk. I just have to throw that out
That's
there.
cool.
This is perfect. Nothing could be more appropriate for you.
Right.
Making magic happen. I love it. All right. Well, thank you so
Yes,
much
thank
for
you
all
both.
this great info. This was really, really good. And, last week we had puppies on the
can't
show.
compete with
And I
puppies.
know you can't, we can't really compete with puppies in any way. None of us can. But I think it's really important stuff to know about. And it definitely pertains to kind of what we do here in the real estate world. So
Yeah.
once in a while we actually talk about real estate, and things related. All right. Well, should we now talk about what is happening this weekend
Sure.
here in the 920?
In the 920.
All right. Let's do it.
What do you know?
Let's see what's happening this weekend in the 920.
Oh, little Tori Davies. Also, this is not a weekend event. I forgot to bring this up on the last week's episode, but the Miss America contest happened.
The Miss America contest, he calls it.
Well,
the Miss
you're not
America
supposed to call it a pageant
Miss
anymore.
America opportunity.
Scholarship competition, whatever it is now. Yeah. And Miss Willow Newell was on that. She unfortunately didn't win.
That's okay. She did amazing. We're so proud of her. She came to our podcast.
Our state very proud.
Yeah,
that was amazing.
Was so cool.
And
so gracious.
Had shared a photo with Miss Tori Davies.
That's right. Oh my gosh, this was
the
the
national broadcast.
Thing. I was like, Tori and I were dying. Okay, so let's talk about this for a second.
I knew you'd want to talk about it.
All right, yes. So it was so great. We watched, we streamed all of the like preliminary competitions because we love watching this kind of stuff. So Tori and I watched all of that, and then obviously we watched, the big pageant as well. But for one of the prelim nights, Willow was speaking, and for every contestant, for every delegate, I think is what they're technically called. For every delegate, it's like, it's not like the pageant police are coming to get me, but I'm trying to be appropriate. So every delegate got to get up, do a little speaking, and then there was like background photos shown of things that they've done thus far in their year, and she had one from our podcast hugging Tori, and
that is amazing.
It was so cute. And Tori goes, and I like almost missed it. I was watching her. I was very focused, but of course, like I'm ADHD, so I'm probably like answering a text message or something at the same time. And all of a sudden, Tori like jumps off the couch, falls to the floor. She's like, "Mom, that was my picture." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh." So of course we rewound it and then we screenshot it. I was just like, totally, we were fangirling it big time.
That's so
cool. Thank you so much,
Shout out to
Willow. For sharing that moment, because you definitely made a little girl's life by being here, first of all, and then by sharing that on the Miss America stage. She was just, that really touched all of our hearts.
Gave me goosebumps.
So, yes.
That's so
Congratulations. Cool. We just adore you, and we love everything that you're doing to represent the state of Wisconsin. So,
yeah.
Yes.
So now weekend events.
Thank you, Nick, for reminding me of that.
You're welcome.
Yes, and weekend events. Here we go.
So, our first one that we have here is Pumpkin Harvest Celebration. It is spooky season. It is fall, time for those flannels.
Listen, I'm falling it out, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Let me just quick say, this past weekend, we went to the Little Farmer, my family and I, and Bill, we got there, and Bill said, would you like to go on the hayride, or do you want to do the corn maze? And I was like, are you joking? Both. Duh, of course. I want to do all the fall things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
this runs from September 19th, so this weekend,
okay,
through October 31st.
So this is a whole fall thing. Okay.
10 a.m. to 3 p.m. I'm assuming every day then.
Okay.
So this is at Mulberry Lane Farm in Hilbert.
Okay.
Mulberry Lane Farm celebrates the pumpkin harvest by giving each guest a free pumpkin that you pick right from the pumpkin patch.
Okay.
But first, milk a cow, catch a chicken, kiss a pig, cuddle a kitten. They forgot to put it in here, but pet a goat. Enjoy a hayride and pick your own free pumpkin, too. The farm is beautiful in fall.
It is. Mulberry Lane is beautiful.
Yes.
It really is. And there's so much for every age to enjoy there.
The kiddos will enjoy time in the old-fashioned play area. Huge tractor tires to ascend, hollow logs to climb through, bouncy balls too. Mom and Dad will enjoy reminiscing of a simpler time while strolling through the old tool shed and a step-back-in-time barn.
Now, I'd like to make a comment on that.
Yeah, how old?
How old are you thinking that these mom and dads really are?
Back to your days of doing chores on the farm.
I'm like,
butter.
yeah, exactly. Like, oh, honey, look at that old washboard over there for washing your clothes. Like, I mean, not quite.
That's like the old cart that we used to haul our groceries to town in.
Maybe Grandma and Grandpa will enjoy that. Okay,
Yeah.
but anyways. Yes.
Take time to visit the farm's food trailer, open last weekend in September and weekends in October.
Okay.
Caramel apples, State Fair hot mini donuts, chili, and hot dogs, to mention a few delectables available for purchase. On cool fall days, enjoy some hot apple cider or hot chocolate too. Fall is definitely in the air. It's fun for the whole family. Come early, stay late. Note, Mulberry Lane Farm is now cashless. We accept credit, debit, and mobile pay. $16 is the admission per person.
Very cool. I love Mulberry Lane. I've got to get my family there one of these fall weekends. All right, next up, Irish Fest of the Fox Cities. Is this kind of like one of those events where like everybody's Irish, like St. Patrick's Day? Okay. So Friday and Saturday from 4 p.m. until 10 p.m. This is happening in Jones Park, downtown Appleton. Irish Fest of the Fox Cities is an unforgettable, family-friendly weekend, September 19th and 20th. Get ready to dance and tap your feet along to world-class music from headlining acts Scaryvore, the Drowsy Lads, and Boxing Banjo. Discover new favorites like Seamus Kennedy. Did you see how I did that right?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw you say Seamus.
Seamus? Ah! That was a last-minute panic read call. I was like, oh! Okay. Ian Gold and the Gleasons, alongside many other talented artists, experience a vibrant celebration of Irish and Celtic heritage. Take part in diverse programming in our cultural area. Enjoy fun family activities in the wee ones area. So there's stuff for the little ones too. Enjoy unique products from our array of retail vendors and delicious food and bevies, of course. So for a full lineup of everything, irishfestfoxcities.com, which again, we will put in our newsletter and on our Facebook page and all over the place. Tickets range from $10 to $25.
Cool.
Okay. What's up next?
Next up, we have the Downtown Menasha Harvest Festival. That's this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Downtown Menasha, 145 Main Street, Menasha. Come celebrate the sights, smells, and spirit of the season at Downtown Menasha Harvest Festival. Enjoy a full day of fall fun for all ages with festive activities, local vendors, live entertainment, and so much more. Festival highlights include arts and crafts fair featuring handmade goods, a pie eating contest, live music and performances, kids games, activities, and outdoor games, fall photo ops and seasonal decor, delicious food and sweet treats from local businesses and vendors. Admission is free.
Free?
Nice.
That's awesome. I love Menasha too. They're always doing cool things. They've got a lot going on in the community, so everybody should get out and check that out. All right, next, Three Sisters Powwow. This sounds interesting. Saturday from 1 p.m. until 7 p.m. Oneida Casino Hotel. This is 2040 Airport Drive in Green Bay. The Three Sisters Powwow is a native gathering that celebrates native dance, drumming, arts, and crafts. Several styles of native dance categories will dance, including Oneida Smoke Dance. 35 different native craft and art vendors will have a large array of clothing, promotional items, jewelry, artwork, and various products for purchase. Grand entry, when the drums play and dancers enter the arena, will happen promptly at 1 o'clock and at 7 o'clock. This event is free and open to the public. That sounds really cool.
Sounds great.
Neat.
Very cool. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Final one.
Oh, Nick, I think this one's for you, buddy.
Final one. Saturday from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Get ready for it. It is Girls' Night Out.
Girls' Night Out! What? Hang on. Hang on, Nick. Hang on. Hold on. I'm going to get better at this. Girls' Night Out.
There's other sound effects on there, too. We just don't really use them. Oh, yeah, there we go. We should use that one more. Girls' Night Out. Mm-hmm. It's at the Fire and Fur Event Hall, 789 Armed Forces Drive, Suite C, Green Bay. Join us on Saturday, September 20th from 4 to 8, where you will be able to sip, socialize, and shop. You'll be able to grab a delicious cocktail or mocktail from our full-service bar, then check out all our fabulous vendor partners. There's no cost to attend, but make sure to get here early. The first 25 ladies will receive a gift bag.
Girls' Night Out. Very cool. Very cool. So, Nick, you'll definitely be in attendance for that one.
I'm going to pop my wig on.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be another fun fall weekend, right? Get out and enjoy the beautiful weather and all of the great things that are happening in the 920. Thank you again so much, Cindy, for being here with us. Mm-hmm. And we hope you guys all have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. To contact the Kelly Davies Homes team for all of your buying and selling needs. Call 920-791-9047. Find us on Facebook at Kelly Davies Homes team or go to kellydavieshomes.com.